guys?
What's up, boys?
Nick and Kevin from Scotch in the City, trying something new.
Yeah, trying something new, right? Trying to reinvent the wheel or what here?
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe, yeah.
We're trying put together a little YouTube show for you guys, a little talk show. Seems like you guys value our opinions and our reviews and stuff, so we just wanted to...
It's safe to say they value our fucking opinions,
yeah,
you know?
Seems like it. So, this is going to be the first episode, the pilot, if you will, of Single Malt Sunday.
Yeah, look how well the pilot did for Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Worked out well for him, yeah.
So, let's just pour a dram first.
We're
coming live from Kevin's whiskey room.
Kevin's den, right? The fucking den. We're down here in the basement of the house.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen it on IG, we're in like a what do you maybe like a 10 by 10 room, if that.
I think it's a little less than 10, like maybe 10 by 8.
Maybe 10 by 8. But it gives the illusion of a perfect square, and we're just surrounded by single malt Scotch whiskey. One thing very important to notice about this room is that you will not find a single bourbon, rye, Japanese whiskey anywhere on these shelves. It's strictly just Scotch, and I think we're eclipsing over 300 bottles in this room right now.
Over 3? I was just going to ask.
Over 3, yeah. Over 3. I just started doing the list again of like what I have, and I'm like only halfway through this first wall. I'm at 160 already.
I saw the bourbon under the sink.
Well, yeah, I use that to clean my sneakers.
Yeah.
I use that. I have, oh man, the dog shit on the rug, and nothing was getting that out. But a little bourbon with some water.
That's it.
That's all it took.
Rubbed it right out.
Yeah, rubbed it right out.
Yo, put your mask on.
Oh God.
Are you trying to get me sick?
Keep 6 feet away.
Put your mask on. You can't even stay 6 feet in this room.
That's what the whiskey's for.
All right,
no,
so what are we pouring here?
All right, let's see what we got here. First Single Malt Sunday. Want to bang out something, pretty delicious. So, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to go with this Glenmo Malaga. Like, winning me over. Malaga. I got corrected by Brendan McCarran. I thought it was Malaga.
It's not Malaga. It's Malaga?
It's Malaga, yeah. He yelled at me. He's all high and mighty. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pour this Glenmorangie Malaga.
Which glass are you in the Denver?
Yeah, it's a Denver glass.
What is this one?
Canadian Glencairn. Those boys up
in Canada. American, Scottish.
American Scottish Glencairn. Outstanding. Is that a Glenfiddich glass?
Yeah. Don't tell Brendan.
Yeah. Glenmo and a Glenfiddich glass. So. Ooh. Yeah, do not. I told Brendan right off the bat, like, this is like a serious contender for best new release of the year.
Oh, now I'm very excited. Because I actually really liked Cake.
Yeah, Cake was good. To me, this is a step above Cake. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it's probably 3 steps above Cake.
And you just did a...
I just did I did a one-on-one with him. Spoke about Malaga and like where it comes from. It's from Spain, yada yada yada. It's sherry, but it's not sherry. That kind of stuff. Guys listening at home in your cars, if you want, you can check out that interview with Brendan McCarran on the IGTV. It's called Getting Down and Dirty with the Malaga. So check it out. Drop a comment, drop a like, and let us know what you think about it. But that's what we're drinking now.
And if this works out, that if a lot of people actually enjoy listening to this, on your way to work or coming home from work or whatever you're doing your lawn or you're just sitting around having a dram, we'll probably be able to have Brendan on and other people in the industry, like phone in and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, maybe those guys from Barrel to Bottle, have them come down.
Those guys are great.
Maybe we talk about who has a better hockey team,
Could,
yeah. Those boys think they know how to play hockey. Oh, yeah. Right off the bat, this is just...
Ooh, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, dude, this thing is insane.
What's that bottle then?
47.3.
47.3.
Yeah, 47.3. Unchill filtered, all that good stuff. But the one cool thing about that, Brendan even said, he goes, this is a short stack release, man. There's not a lot of bottles of this dropping.
Really?
Yeah, this is it. Hit the shelves, that's all they got. Done. So, $75 on the shelf, bro. $75 on the shelf. That is a new release. There's no box. There's nothing like that. It's, it's
There's
not
no
glamour.
box.
No box. I don't need a box to drink a whiskey. You know what I mean? This is it. This is how it comes.
They cut the box out.
Would you rather? I'm saying, like, would you rather a box and pay $100? Or
I'm just curious. I was actually very surprised because Glenmorangie's, known for
they're pretty boxes.
the boxes are nice. They're part of the presentation. But no, I'm not mad about it.
Look at Taylor Cake. That box is like sexy as fuck.
I gotta relook at it. I have it, but I don't like stare at the box. I don't know.
I just stare at the box. Milshin, that candy cane. No, that's like
that's. I think the Finialta box is probably the nicest.
Oh, like the light blue. It's like the Jordan.
And it's got like the. It's like the True Blues. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the Blues.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all right, you know what? Let's tell
the listeners a little bit about how we started, because a lot of people, not even a lot of people, some people ask, and they're curious. Are we in the industry? Why do we start? How do we have these collections?
Yeah,
people think these just these bottles don't grow on trees, my friend.
Yeah, a lot of people think that these bottles here were given to us by companies and stuff like that. And,
not true.
Not true. We clear the air, but for Jim driving home after a long day of work, maybe Neil after a round of golf, whoever out there, there's somebody listening that wants to know, how did it all begin?
Uh-huh.
All right, what came first, chicken or the egg? About to find out.
I don't know.
So
pour yourselves a dram, my friends.
Yeah, pour yourself a if you're driving.
Keep it in the cup holder.
So let's see. It started 2014.
2014.
Jeez.
Kevin and I decided to meet up at my house.
Yeah, Glendale, New York.
We're both in Glendale, New York, and Queens. We're both from there.
Represent.
I had been drinking maybe Scotch since like 2010, 2011. But like blend. Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Green, the Blue Label every now and then. And
Yeah.
Macallan 12, stuff like that. I really didn't have a collection at all. So Kevin came over, and I don't know if we were out and then came over, or we actually made plans just to drink Scotch at my house. I don't know if you
we were talking, and I think you asked me, like, do you drink Scotch? And I remember saying, like, actually, you know what? Like, I have this bottle of Glenlivet 12 at home that I enjoyed, and I never had Macallan. And you were like, I got some Macallan, why don't you come over? And that was just like, the explosion of everything, because I had some Macallan that night. Previously you've only had Glenlivet, the Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Red, all this stuff. But there was something, the Clan McGregor's, which, I'll turn you off Scotch whiskey real quick. But anyway, so we're sitting there, drinking some Scotch now, neat, of course. And I was like, oh man, this Macallan is great. And you were like, yeah, it's good. And then I think it was right then and there was when you told me about this guy Ralph. Right, like right then and there. That
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
I don't remember if I knew that right off the bat, but maybe. But anyway, I'm actually curious too. Like, what were we even drinking out of? Because I know we didn't have Glencairns.
I don't know what the fuck we're drinking out of.
Plastic.
Probably
maybe like
red Solo cups or something.
I don't know if it was that, but
yeah. No, I think it was just like a regular like rocks glasses or something.
That could be. But yeah, so we had Ralphie. For those of you who don't know, Ralphie got a YouTube channel. I don't even know. I think he's been doing it for like 10 years.
Yeah, guy's been at it for a while.
He is very informative, and for a new whiskey drinker, just to like throw his video on and drink what he's drinking at that time, it does like help to identify, the things you're smelling. Sometimes you don't pick up what he's picking up, but obviously, like you're like, oh wow, I've smelled that before, and then he says it, and you're like, oh. That's what I'm smelling. That's what I'm tasting.
Ralphie's picking up some crazy notes too. Shoe leathers and all that stuff. But the one good thing about Ralphie and the way he did his videos at the time was that he was a great sense of humor too, because Ralphie's just a complete maniac and he's just pounding back Scotch whiskey, especially in his early videos.
Maniac, yeah.
But the great thing about Ralphie's videos was that, like, hey, I got this bottle of whiskey here. I could just go right to the end and see the score and know if it's even worth watching. And that was great for us because as me and Nick were there talking about Glenlivet and Macallan and how we want to explore this more, we were like, this is how it all began, right? We're like, why don't we come over again next Sunday?
Yep.
And, Nick, you pick up a bottle, I'm going to pick up a bottle. Let's not tell each other. And let's just, we'll whip it out on Sunday.
We would just bring a bottle to the table that we each...
Bottle to the table. Did we have a price limit? I don't think there was a price limit, right?
I remember in my head, I don't know if we set a price limit, but it was like $60, $60,
right? Yeah.
And funny story. We used to go to BQE Wine in Brooklyn. What do you remember the bottle that we went there and you wanted to buy it and I talked you out of it because I was like, that's too expensive. I'm like, that's crazy.
It was $100.
It was $100, which was 2014.
No, they were like,
that's a lot of money.
No way for
a whiskey.
No way. I mean, I spent that much money on it.
What was that bottle?
Lymphatic Cask of Dreams.
Oh, yeah. What is it worth now?
Yeah, a couple hundred. Yeah.
Well, we both got them. How many do you have?
I have the one left. It's open.
You got the... Which one? I have the 2012 at home.
I think that's right. It's right there between the 30 and the 25.
I think you have the 11, right?
Says right there.
No, you got the 2012.
Yeah. 2012. But yeah, Nick. I remember we were sitting in the car, like outside the shop, or we were sitting in the car somewhere, and you looked at me and said, "You're fucking crazy if you buy that."
Yeah, I was like, "It's $100, bro. We could buy two 12-year-olds, two good 12-year-olds."
Yeah.
But you know what? In the beginning, when we were like, you saw. Cask of Dreams, like, how old is it? What was it? It's just a black bottle. It was marketing, like...
Yeah,
that was the very beginning of, like, a no-age kind of... I don't know if it was the beginning or the beginning just for us.
Beginning for us, because, I mean, as you know, Ardbeg's been doing it for years.
Ardbeg's been doing it for years, but a lot of them, nobody really was.
No, nobody really was, no.
No.
It was definitely, around that 2014, 2015 mark, that's when, like, the no-age statements are really hitting the market. So, I passed up an opportunity to buy a Cask of Dreams, and then, but, just to stay on the story about how, I got you back with that whole thing. Fast forward 3 years later, so now we know quite a bit about Scotch whiskey. I mean, we've been buying bottles, reviewing bottles, crushing bottles for 3 years now, and, I'm on my whiskey hunts. I'm in Rhode Island with my wife on a vacation, and of course there's a liquor store, so the boys here at Scotch City always go into every single liquor store they possibly set their eyes on when we go in. So I go in, and what do I see in the back of the shelf but a dusty Glenfiddich Cask of Dreams, 2 of them. So rightfully so, I just grab one, boom, buying it, $100, $120. So not bad, right? It's pretty much going for what the ask was 3 years prior. And
this is 2017.
Yeah, so around 2017, and my wife goes, "Well, what about Nick?" Fuck him. Boom, right to the register. Left the other one out there for you boys. All right, I don't know who got it.
It's probably still there.
Probably, it could be. Although I did visit that place. Actually, I did go back around, and I went right back to that place, and he still had some cool shit, but nothing that I was interested in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
so Single Malt Sunday was born. Meet up every Sunday,
Yeah, every Sunday.
And that's how we really educated ourselves. I remember the first time we opened up a Talisker 10.
Oh, man.
Like, my whole house smelled.
Yeah.
And we were like, it was like something...
Your dog was really worried that the house was on fire.
Yeah, he woke up. Like, it was something that, like, you never tasted before.
Like, I remember Talisker because we were like, how is that going to... We could smell it.
Yeah.
But it's going to taste like a campfire?
Like it smells. Yeah.
Like a salty campfire, almost. Because Talisker is so much different than Ardbeg in that terms of smoke. But, yeah, it was really cool. But do you remember the first bottle that you brought to Single Malt Sunday?
That first initial day was probably Macallan 12, because I had it. I think I bought a Glenlivet 15, the French Oak Reserve, an Oban 14, and a Highland Park 12. Those are like the first couple bottles.
The Tobermory. When did you get the Tobermory?
Tobermory 10.
Tobermory
10. Oh boy.
Oof.
Do I still have it, or did we finish it like a couple of months ago? It was a 6-year-old bottle.
We poured...
we drank it over ice.
Yeah, we put it over ice, a huge rocks glass, you and I, and just crushed it.
It was last January.
Yeah, that was...
I'm not a big fan of the Tobermory.
Yeah, listen, boys, everyone has their own palates and stuff like that. People go crazy for Tobermory, you dig, all this stuff. Nick and I...
We don't.
We don't.
And we try them too. Like I'm looking at the dig right now.
That's the Bordeaux, right?
Bordeaux, 10 years Bordeaux full maturation. And
I mean, it's not a bad dram, but it doesn't even come near the instant.
No, it doesn't come near the instant.
But that's But yeah, so Tobermory 10, I believe, was the first bottle you brought.
That was the first one.
I think so, dude. That's I remember I brought the Bunahop in 12.
Mm-hmm. You still have that one, right?
I still have it. There's a quarter left in that bottle. I refuse to drink it. I refuse to drink it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I refuse to drink it because it's memento.
Yeah. Definitely.
It was the first. Bunahop is another one too, where
hit or miss.
Hit or miss, man. I don't know, but
so we actually end up creating the Instagram, and I remember that you were much more into it than I was in the beginning. Like, you were really into it, going out there taking pictures, and I was kind of just like, all right, it's cool, whatever. I really wasn't into it.
Do you remember the first post on Instagram?
The first post was a Macallan 12.
Macallan 12.
In your house.
In my house, on my dining room table.
Yeah, I remember.
And Macallan responded, U.S. Macallan,
mm-hmm.
He said, hey, love this shot, great shot.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, holy shit, like Macallan commented. I honestly think that
him.
If Macallan never commented on that photo,
it would just be one of those Instagram pages where you just see one post from 2014.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just sits there.
It just sits there forever. Yeah, man, that was when we did that, and we saw Macallan comment back, and I think exactly what they said. It was to us. It opened our eyes and saying like, wow, these brands are listening. They're watching.
Yeah.
And
they're watching and reading what we have to say.
Yeah. And we were like, you know what? We could speak up.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into this. Let's let's keep posting and let's document our journey through like Scotch whiskey and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we were educating ourselves a lot, so it wasn't like, we were just drinking one thing and we claimed to know a lot about. We were drinking a lot of different scotches.
A lot.
We were very fortunate enough to be able to afford it, and we were going to like bars, and then we were actually going to events, which is another funny story, you'd have to say. Yeah. I'd say maybe 2 weeks or a weekend. We had 1,000 followers, which was insane back in the whiskey Instagram game. Now there's so many Instagrammers who actually just post about whiskey. When we first started in September of 2015,
14.
Well, we started drinking in 14. We started the Instagram.
Yeah, you're right.
We were drinking, having single malt Sundays for about a year. Before we
you're right.
We started Instagram.
I stand corrected.
So there was only I don't know, off the top, maybe 20.
You think even that many?
I don't know.
Access, Single Malt Daily, Whiskey with a View, Scotch Trooper, Scotch and Sniff. I mean, Whiskey Arch.
Whiskey Arch, Whiskey Forums.
I mean, name the other ones. I can't.
I don't know. There was people that aren't on anymore now. That's the whole thing. I remember there was just there was a good amount of people. But okay, so maybe there was 10. And that's it. 10. You go on Instagram, and there was people who they weren't even called influencers yet because that wasn't a thing. But people who pretty much posted primarily Scotch, and they weren't posting everything. There was maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
So we got on the scene, and we met a lot of them, and they were great people. It was, Nate was awesome. Both Nates were awesome. We got to meet Wally. Brett,
great guy, man.
Yeah. So yeah, go tell them the story.
So,
about our first event.
Yeah. So Nick, at this point in time, I forgot what you were doing, but you were working overnights doing something. I don't know if you're delivering packages.
I was doing midnight.
Yeah, you're doing midnight, doing something.
I was picking up garbage.
But so I'm on the Instagram. I'm doing my bottle shots, and Axis of Whiskey just slides right into the DMs. And it's like, yo, do you guys have anybody to go to a New York-based event for us? Because Axis at the time is based in Chicago. So I was like, actually, yeah, we could do it. He's like, great. I got 2 tickets. If you guys can go, take photos for us, send them to us, and all that and that. I'm like, great. So we're going on behalf at this time of Axis of Whiskey. We weren't going there at Scotch in the City, and so I get in the car, get into my Jeep, and I'm flooring it to Nick's house. And I'm like, I'm calling this guy. He's like not picking up. I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, it's like, I'm in like Goodfellas or something like that, trying to get in touch with you. Like, there's somebody coming for you. Pick up the phone, Nick. Pick up the phone. So eventually, I double parked the car in front of his house in the middle of the street. Tow it. I threw the keys to some kid. They couldn't even drive. Could have been a tree stump at the time. I have no idea. I run to his back door. I bust in the house, and I see his dad and his brother there. His brother just looks at me. Oh, hey, Soups. I'm like, hey, what's up, Vinny? I'm like, yo, where's your brother? Well, I don't know. I'm like, all right. I go downstairs. I'm like, Ralphie, where is Nick? He's like, he's upstairs sleeping. I'm like, all right, I got to tell him something. You better not. He goes, you better not go up there. I'm like, why? Nick's sleeping. I'm like, no, but I got something important to tell him. He's like, if you go up there, you wake him up, he's going to be pissed. I'm like, listen, trust me, he will not be upset.
Didn't you tell him what it was, though?
And I told him what it was, and he was like, yeah, he's like, you're crazy.
I know my son.
Yeah.
He ain't getting up.
I know my son. He's not getting up for that shit. He's like, he's not getting up for it. I'm like, all right.
What? So, whiskey? What?
Yeah. So I go upstairs to your room, and I'm like, listen, I don't want to like startle the guy, give him a heart attack. So I caress his like cheek. I'm like, Nick, wake up! Like the guy like sleeping. I mean, it's his room, and he's like sleeping naked. And
good thing you didn't do the old cover ripoff.
Yeah, the cover ripoff. I know. Yeah, kind of bad for both of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like Nick's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm like, we have a whiskey event tonight, Glenmorangie.
Yeah.
We have to get ready.
And then already I'm standing up.
Yeah.
Now I'm standing up naked.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? A whiskey vent?
I'm like, we're going, bro. We got 2 tickets. It's a press event. Axis of Whiskey hooking us up with these spots. And, you were just like, we're going.
The press? The press will be there?
The press is going to be there. The press is going to be, that's it, when it says press event, I'm like, the Daily News, the New York Post. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on, But, so... Now, Nick, we don like these dapper outfits, right?
Put on a
suits.
I still have the picture.
Yeah,
we met Dr. Bill that night. We both suited up.
Yeah.
Do you remember where it was? It was in Chelsea, right?
Yeah. I don't remember where it was, though. It looks like event space.
I thought maybe you would remember. So, yeah, we go there, and
this is for the Glenmorangie. They did like a 1970s like release whiskeys.
Yeah.
And we thought we were going to be able to try these whiskeys, all this stuff. But that wasn't the case. No. However, though, we got to try. I mean, Glenmorangie 10, 18, 25 on tap. Dude.
25 Signet. It was kind of like when it came out, I think.
Yeah.
So when we went there, and we were like, all right, how much money should we bring? What was it going to be? And they were just like, no, it's free.
Yeah.
You just try it, and you just take pictures. And we were like, what? Like, this is insane. Like, all right, well, how many do we let? Like, just as many as you want. And I'm like, 2 kids from Queens who just we're like, what? Like, this is crazy. There's no tab. You don't need my credit card.
No tab, dude. So like, just going up to a person like, I'll have Glenmorangie 10, and the guy looks, you sure you don't want the 25?
He laughed it off.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, so very good. He's pouring Glenmorangie 25 all night long.
Yeah, I remember we were still so paranoid that it couldn't have been this good. That I'm pretty sure we grabbed a waiter and gave him like $20. And we were like, leave a couple of drams of Signet in the closet. Do you remember that?
Yes, I did.
And he was like, okay, like whatever. Like we were just like, we can't be seen drinking these, but we could literally just take as many as we want. But we were like, here you go, buddy.
That's like the city kids in us.
I know.
Right?
We were doing the old handshake, and he didn't realize it was like a $20 bill. We're like, here you go, pal.
Like, what the fuck's your problem? Take the money.
Yeah,
take the money.
Take the money.
Leave the drams in the closet.
Yeah,
right.
That's what we do.
So that is just hysterical, dude. Because we literally could just like, I'll take that, and like here we are just trying to like grease the palms of like these waiters.
You're like, oh man, come here. Yeah.
Oh my god, it speaks to the way we were brought up.
I know.
We were raised right.
Exactly.
Raised right. But yeah, and then do you remember like, and then. I don't know statute of limitations has to be over on this, right?
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. I think I know where you're going with this. I still have them if you're going to ask.
Yeah, pocket glasses, boys.
We're not high class at all.
No.
We walked out of there with just glassware in our pockets.
Clanking.
I think, yeah.
And I remember we met. We met Corinne that night. Oh, no, Corinne was the second night, but the woman that was there I think Corinne was there the second night.
Oh, you went 2 nights, right?
I went 2 nights in a row because my...
you went to the general release.
I went to the general release.
The press release and the general.
Yeah, and then, so I went to the general release the next night because my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, was able to, like, score tickets. I don't even know where she found them, where she got them. Mm-hmm. But I went with her, and I'm like, this is kind of crappy because this is not like it was last night. I'm like...
You went in there, you were like, I'll have the signet. They were like, it's only 10, 12, sir.
Yeah.
Like, right?
Yeah, it's only 10, it was like only 10 signet 25, but you had tickets. Like, you had ticket stubs, so you could only get, like, 2 drinks. I'm like, what? I'm like, either the 10, you pick 2. I'm like, all right, the signet and 25. Good choice, sir. All right. Oh, yeah, you know, it was wild, man. So I think I sold some glasses that night, too.
Yeah, probably. You're a savage. But... So that was pretty much the very beginning. So now we had our Instagram. Access for Whiskey was a friend. They respected our, I guess for lack of a better word, work that we did. We took some photos and we wrote up a review. We made some contacts, I believe. And then that really actually made us realize, like, wow, there's these events out here. Let's start, like, you know, doing research on them, and then we started going to different events and taking more photos. And
I think that was the night that we got burgers right afterwards.
Yeah, that's a tradition still. No,
still to this day. We got burgers, and we looked at each other, and we said, "We got something here."
Yeah, what is this? This is big.
Yeah. You know, like we got something here because here we are. We're a year into drinking scotch. You know, we're documenting this. We just started documenting it. Let's ramp it up. Mm-hmm. Let's start putting stuff out there, putting our voice on our photos, and letting people know, like, this is what we got to say. And that was really, you know, we thank Access to Whiskey. Definitely give them a follow on IG. Those are great guys, but, you know, Nick and I feel very grateful to them for giving us that opportunity, because I honestly feel that without them and without McCallum commenting on that photo, Scotch and City never would have flourished as quickly as it did in the beginning. If it wasn't for those two.
Yeah, we wouldn't have, we probably wouldn't have really went for it that much, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, boys, that's it. You know, that's pretty much the story of how, you know, Scotch and City was born. You know, there's still so much more to be told about us, and, you know, we're going to get into it in the next episodes and stuff like that. But for all you who really didn't know about us or, you know, wanted to know a little bit more, that's more than any interview on us has ever gotten. That was like the bare bones. Like, this is how it began. You know, me waking Nick up, Nick standing up butt ass naked, and just you know, saying that
let's go.
Throw
on a suit. Let's do this.
Throw on a suit. You have Womo cologne, and you were out the door. Womo, baby.
Womo or Chanel Bleu.
Oh, Chanel Bleu. But all right, boys, that's it for today.
All right, man. To Single Malt Sunday. Join us next week for the next episode. Hope you enjoyed.